Hello everybody, and welcome to the video of the first, well not necessarily the first, but one of the dungeons that you can run at level 12 to 15, the Fungal Grotto. So we're going to start off here right before the first boss, skip some of the ads already, and then we're just going to go through the rest of the dungeon to the last boss. The background of this is that there's some goblins who have captured some there's a Goblin King whose tribe had captured some Drew, which are basically bugs, and you get hired to go in and kind of take out the Goblin King, and then force the goblins to fight the Drew. So it's pretty cool. The first boss is the Goblin King. Actually, the end of the mission is you actually stick his head onto a stake, which is kind of neat. If you notice, we just found a couple of chests. Obviously, that person cannot open that chest, so I'm going to go do it for him. Chests are a great way in these dungeons to get some good loot. You can get blue stuff, green stuff. Every now and then you can get purple drops. This is actually a very profitable run for the entire group. It was, unfortunately, most of the stuff was heavy armor. So our tank ended up getting most of it. If you open a chest, you get to keep the stuff. It's bind on equip, not bind on pickup. So if you want to, you could keep it. Or you could announce what you get in the chat and then let people have a chance at taking it. So here I am trading with the tank. And we're about ready to go in and take on the first boss. Now when you initially walk in this room, that whole little pond there is filled with ads. So just gotta be careful of that. Some of them are pretty tough. It's pretty tough on the healer in some of these dungeons. Healer just dropped an AoE heal down on everybody. I've got some support abilities that will leech heal myself, as well as allies that are around the target that I have hit them with. So right now we're just cleaning some trash. There comes a lizard after me. See the bad guys, see that yellow light going to that lizard? That is a healer. A lot of these dungeons, the bad guys have healers. It's typically a good thing to put first, as you will see when we get to the Spindle Claw video, or Spindle Gulch, excuse me, video, which there's some mobs in there, or some groups that if you don't take out the healers first, you will die. Typically there's 2 or 3 healers per group, or per group of mobs. Make sure you kill them first. So since you only have a group of 4 people, 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 DPS, the DPS should focus on killing the healers ASAP. If they don't, it's going to go bad really fast. I really do enjoy the lockpicking mechanic in this game. It kind of gives things a little bit more fun instead of just opening a chest or opening this or opening that. You have to work for it. Oh, we're getting attacked. Looks like someone pulled the boss. So here we go. So the Goblin King has got a couple of pretty nasty abilities. He's got a really bad AoE that will pretty much destroy you if he likes to pull random people to him. You see the healer standing next to me. Oh, there he goes. Now if you notice, it's a AoE that follows you, kind of like in Flappy from Secret World. So You need to make sure that you move away from the rest of the group. So you accidentally kill your healers. So as you can see, this guy is not your typical mob. So he's got a lot of health, he's got a lot of damage, he's got a lot of abilities, he's got self-heals, he's got leeches, he's got regenerations, pulls, you name it. He's difficult to interrupt. He can be interrupted. I've yet to figure out the mechanic or how to tell if he's be interrupted or not. If you notice right now, I've got a little skull that's sitting there saying execute. That's an add-on that I've got. It's actually kind of fun. Okay, so that's the first boss in the Fungal Grotto. So now you loot them, you run up here to the top of this. Ooh. Thought I was going to go to a chest there. I think I saw a chest over here. Yep, I did see a chest, and off I go. Or saw something. Oh, here comes the goblins. So what happens is once you spike the king's head on the spike, all the goblins come out and they basically bow down before you and hail you as their leader and king, and then you're off. So now the enemies are going to change from goblins and their lizard puppies to giant bugs. Lots of fun. You also get to fight a couple of crabs and a few other things. But this dungeon is actually a lot of fun to run. I just ran by a chest. I don't know why. Why did I just run by a chest? God, I wasn't paying attention during this apparently. So, this dungeon is a lot of fun to run. There are quite a few chests, as you can see. I didn't skip this one. I have no clue why I'm going in a random order on this. Ah, broken lockpick. Damn it. I'm down to 130. Now the nice thing about these dungeons is that most of the bosses drop soul gems. So by the end of a dungeon run, I had about 20 soul gems that were full. You also fill up your inventory really fast. So you'll see me deleting some stuff here and there. Some of the things you can get from here, you can get the racial motif books, so you can craft different styles of stuff. You get a lot of crafting materials. Matter of fact, coming up here soon is the point at which my inventory is full. So this group that I'm running with is actually it's a PUG group, so to speak, but everyone is from our trading guild that we set up. So they're actually guild members. Of course, right now we're sitting at 470 people, so not like I know all of them. But at the end of the run, I actually did invite someone into the regular guild from here. So, being in a trading guild is a great way to meet people, and it's a great way to find people to play with, even though the guild is primarily for trading, and still get some good groups there. This group is actually pretty fun. Most of us are over-leveled at this point. I think I'm level 15 during this run. The other DPS is level 14, the tank is 15, and the healer is 15. So we are at the top tier of levels for this particular dungeon that we're in. I came in here once when I was like 12 in beta, and we got our faces ripped off. It's not that it can't be done, it's just a lot more difficult. Apparently they don't need me, so I'm just going to mess around with my inventory, because they're done killing some ads. So one thing that you're going to find sometimes with the PUG Run is that people don't really look for treasure chests. Sometimes they just run straight through. And they miss out on a lot of good stuff. So I kind of made it my job at this group to treasure hunter. I think I found probably about 90% of the chests in the 3 dungeons overall. So for May and Shay, for the healers, or people that have, or they're gonna heal, I think. The trick with being a healer in this is that you don't target people. There's a couple of heals where you can actually target friendly targets, but for the most part, you either have AoE heals, you have cone heals, you have heals that automatically heal the 2 lowest health people. So you just have to stay on top of your magicka first off. Healing in this game is more about management of resources, and looking at the person that you need to heal, vice clicking on them and hitting a heal button. So it's a little bit trickier. For your oh shit emergencies, you've got some heals that will just heal your 2 most lowest health people, which is really nice. We have a healer in this group who is a sorcerer. However, one thing that I've heard, I've yet to experience being in a group of one, is that Templar healers are fairly epic because they can actually heal tank, and they can heal a whole group. Apparently, I think that's probably going to get nerfed at a later date, but for right now, Templars are they can DPS, tank, and heal. I think they're the only triple role class in the game at this point. So now we're coming up to another boss. I think this is the giant crab. Not sure. This guy's a pain because he's got a lot of armor. So he's got some AoEs. For the most part, he's a tanky sword. He just takes forever. See those little ads there? There's little tiny crabs chasing me around. Kind of reminiscent of Polaris. They like to chase. They will either chase the healer or the person that's doing the most damage. Thankfully, they're chasing me. Because I'm very mobile as a bow user. Of course, I'm dying right now. So, there we go. Crabs for dinner. I like mine steamed, preferably. And here I am just looking for chests, and I don't find any. And it's off to the final boss. So the final boss in this dungeon is actually pretty fun. He's a giant praying mantis. He's got some AoEs, some ads. Hits like a great train. As you can see, our tank's health is just like and for some reason he can cast lightning bolt. Weird. Very impressive. bug. Oh, see, he just pulled me in. He's got poles. He will target random people, pull them in. Stab at you with his arms. Try to fight you with a lightning bolt. For the most part, again, it's a tankless bank. You just got to make sure that you can avoid some of his abilities. Now, right now, he was digging up some stuff. So, fortunately for him, not going to be enough. It's already too low. As they elite, the big red circle that pops up, that's the signal. Chain lightning AoE that he calls down. Apparently I pissed him off. He's chasing me. So an interesting note about this dungeon is that when you're done, this dark elf comes up to you and she says, okay, you can leave now, go away. And then there's some conversation options because we're obviously, all four of us are not in the Ebonheart Pact, but this is the Ebonheart Pact dungeon. It's actually located in their territory. So we can't go out the door. We have to